Hey guys, so on my previous video I told you that I'll come back with part 2 of Wema Sepetu's response at Wasafi people for even mentioning her and her past relationship with Diamond Platnumz. And I told you that on the comment section there were some people who was feeling some type of a way that why would Aaliyah and her crew, because the reason why people are calling out Aaliyah is because, you know, it's been alleged that Aaliyah has something with Diamond, I'm saying, and she's only doing this so that, you know, Zuchu can feel bad because Zuchu is the one who is known in public. Her, it's only rumors, right? So you all know that Wema is also in her own full-blown up relationship. She's been like 3 or 4 years. And Diamond is married. So and we are also hearing that Zuchu is apparently pregnant. And Wema is also rumored to be pregnant, heavily pregnant, right? So for them to bring them on public like that to be talked about is like weird to me. Some people are saying they're probably doing this to hype up Zuchu's documentary that is supposed to come out. But I'm like, there are some other ways that they could have used, but to use Wema, considering that, yes, they've had their own past with Diamond, it's done, everybody has moved on, Diamond has moved on, but for them to bring out that relationship like that online, start discussing the details. In fact, I did not post the details of how messy Aaliyah went, and because some people talk ish on the comments, that's why I'm gonna play those parts. Yes, that's how petty I can be. Okay, let's go.
Then yani Diamond Wema yani ndugu yangu
ikamshoga pete nadhani baadaye mambo ya club yale
kwenye birthday
mama kawala siitambui,
unaelewa sasa
club Masaki at that time,
umeelewa sasa kipindi hicho jenzia mwezi.
And that right there is the supposed ring, and those are Diamond's fingers. I don't want to hear pimp. Yes, for those who have seen Diamond's nails, they're like that. So they went out of their way to basically make sure that Diamond was holding the ring when they were talking about that specific part. So if you heard what Aaliyah said, she said that those days it was Diamond Wema. It was this big deal when it comes to those two. They used to break up and come back together. You all heard wherever Diamond will go in and date somebody else, because Penny is not the first lady that Diamond dated and went back to Wema. Okay? What's the name of that lady with the birthmark on the side of the nose? Somebody please comment down below. The lady with the side mark on the nose, the one that works with the government now. Yes, that lady also. Diamond seemingly used her, and when he was over her, he went back to Wema. That is what he used to do. And honey, it seemed like Diamond loved the fact that Wema was out here being dominant, because Wema was playing just like he was. And according to what Aaliyah is saying, she's saying that Diamond put a ring on Wema's finger, probably the only woman that Diamond has ever proposed to. Let's just go there. The only woman that Diamond has ever proposed to, put a ring on the finger, was Wema. Of all the 500 plus 1 ladies that Diamond has ever dated.
Hii ngoma ilitokana na of course Diamond alimwambia Wema. Hii ngoma ilikuwa special kwa Wema Sepetu. Nataka kulewa. Na ilikuwa ni baada ya Diamond Platnumz kuachana na Wema Sepetu.
Kwamba hiyo mstari unaosema kwamba
mimi mwenzako nikamvisha na pete kwa kumoa.
Kupata vile
niko mapenzi maskini.
Afu kumbe mwenzangu na mimi.
Kumbe mwenzangu na mimi. Bure tunajisumbua, walikuwa kama 20. Sio
mabuzi vingasi na wengine anawaonga. That time ndio kuna stories kwamba
Lord of mercy. I be telling you, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, especially when I say 10 toes down. So they go ahead and say, apparently, Diamond, Wema was making Diamond buy expensive stuff, but Wema, apart from having sugar daddies, she also had toy boys. Okay? So Diamond was part of the ones who were bringing in money, but Wema also has small bobo here and there who will be removing the rust. And that is what was hurting Diamond the most. That is out here spending the money, but this girl is taking money and giving it to small boys. I'm supposed to be a small boy being a sponsor to other small boys. That is what was hurting him the most, but he couldn't leave. That got to show you that Diamond was cool with Wema also cheating the way he was cheating, and then them getting back together. Part of me feel like Diamond, with how egoistic he is, he probably wanted Wema because of her fame. And he knew that, you know, if I break up with her now and her name is this big, it will be a waste. Let me ride this wave a little bit more. Of course, they go ahead and start mentioning the men that Wema Sepetu was with around the time that she was still with Diamond Platnumz, of course. And they also talked about what really hurt Diamond the most is Wema went to shoot a movie, and some things happened which we did not sit well with him. That's why he decided to dedicate that song to Wema. Nataka kulewa mean, basically, for those who don't know Swahili, it means I want to get drunk. I want to get drunk so that to forget whatever it is that he was going on because of heartbreak. And here's Wema's print. Of course, Wema, if you go on her Insta story, of course, a lot of blogs are reposting it. It says in a quote, media siku hizi zimekuwa za kiwaski sana. Mnakosa mpaka stories za maana za kuongelelea ukuma. Alafu hamna uhakika, mnabwaga uongo. Mmetumwa nini? Nishasema mnitoe kwenye viwa vyenyu. Why don't you get it in your big heads? To Manaswili listeners, basically, Wema is calling out Wasafi people, saying that nowadays you guys have went out of story, or rather ran out of story. You don't have any proper stories to talk about, and then the stories that you guys are out here giving are lies. You're just making up some things without even knowing facts about the story. And she also added, I've already told you to remove me from your topics. When will y'all get it into your big heads? She also continues saying, oya, achaneni na mimi, sipendi kuongelelewa upuzi, sitaki. Msione nimekaa kimya mkaona mtu kama fala mmoja. Sizimii, na ndio maana hata kwenye hiyo media yenyu sijawahi kushirikisha kwa lolote. Why drag me in your BS? To Manasweli listeners, she was basically saying that you guys should leave me alone. Who sent y'all? That's why also in your media houses, I've never been involved in any activities that goes there. Of course, she also added, sitaki, leave me the F alone. As you all heard, she doesn't want Wasafi to talk about her because, to be honest, the way they're putting it, they're making it seem like Wema was this player. Why can't they talk about Diamond Platnumz's side of the story and the people that he continued to cheat with up until date, include the one that is sitting across them, the one that is also contributing to the stories. Anyway, tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. Personally, I think somebody sent them to talk about it because of the theme of the clothing. They want the song to go on trending again. That is just how I see. That is the logic of it all. Because talking about that song, because how many songs are Diamond ever released? Do they do anniversary? You know what I'm saying? Do they do anniversary to all them songs that Diamond has ever released? I think they're doing it intentionally without thinking about who they're hurting. Because no, I mean, Wema is in her relationship. Diamond is married, but Diamond don't care. As long as people are talking about him, it's good with him. You know what I'm saying? It's good. And like I'm telling you, I won't be surprised to see more of this. I won't be surprised them coming out to talk about, you know, more of Diamond Platnumz's exes, just to revive some of his old music. I won't be surprised if Zari will be dragged on this. I won't be surprised if Tanasha will be brought in. I won't be surprised to see the Jackie Wolpers, to see all them ladies that Diamond knocked in the past, just for him to, you know, achieve his goal. He doesn't care, in my opinion. Anyway, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. That's why you're allowed to put yours on the comment section. At the end of the day, they're all opinions. Just be respectful, honey. Unless you want to go to Shakahola. Well, now I gotta go. You're allowed to drop my big nyashes if I care. Well, let it be kind enough to give this video a like. And, of course, I love you to the moon and back. regardless.